The key drive around net zero, zero carbon is trying to minimise how we use the energy. One of the key aspects you've got with that is trying to reduce what we classify as the peak loads. Peak load actually in hot water, heating will all come down to a single time how much energy do you need at a single worst case scenario to put energy into a system to make it work. So when you start looking at what the Mixergy cylinder can do, it allows us to preempt how much water is needed or hot energy is needed to heat up the hot water. It can allow us to actually understand more around hot water patterns, and it allows us actually to take advantage actually of the low energy in off-grid scenarios that allow us actually to use more of a green electricity at another point, using the AIs as part of the methodology. That allows us to actually reduce the peaks. Generally the UK has got two known peak times: morning, breakfast, kettles, that sort of point, then posted actually into the afternoon, 5, 6 o'clock at night. We don't have to heat up our hot water, even heat up our houses at that time. That's just the general perception of how it's always been done. With the Mixergy cylinder, it allows us to actually to avoid those and almost plan in to not use our energy at those times to help the national grids and help everyone go net zero. So the commercial aspects, when you start thinking around Legionella, L8, there's a requirement to actually have your hot water come back at a certain temperature when it circulates around the building. You're supposed to actually then pasteurize all of those, pasteurize the cylinder once a day, sort of govern around legislation as it sits. Generally what happens is people will just have it running 24/7 going for that way. That means you've got an awful lot of water that's being heated up and almost lost going through it. Using the Mixergy technology, it allows that to be reduced. So you don't have to heat up so much hot water. The means of legislation and pasteurisation in their cylinder is much more effective, more low energy to actually operate with as well. And also what we've proven elsewhere is by using the smarter side of us, it allows us to reduce the size of the cylinders as well. There's a commercial development in central London, original age 1968, redesigned in 2015. At that point then they introduced 2 times 400 litre cylinders based on standard guidelines for water usage. Through the introduction with the Mixergy cylinder, we've actually gone down to a 300 litre cylinder as a standby or duty applications. We've already worked out with the information from the cylinder through the AI, the integration, that 300 litre cylinder is already too big and should be reduced going forward. I like innovation. You know, that's all what I set up 21 Engineering around, is trying to delve into how best things should work. One of the key things I like doing with manufacturers is to have an open, honest approach around development from both ways. We've got an awful lot of operational data, operational knowledge. Having the interactions with Tom and Mixergy actually as a business allows us to learn more about how technology can help us, and actually we help them actually to make sure that the client needs are driven and understood going forwards.